Okay. I got a whole bunch of things I want to talk to you about. What do you want? I'll give you a choice of what you can hear next.
All right.
I've got the tape of my movie studio.
Oh, forgot about that.
It's like a little.
It's one of their promotional things.
Well, I got a hold of it. They didn't send it to me for like the playing on the air or something, but I just thought it was kind of neat when I was watching. I said I should play this on the air so people know what movie company I'm working for.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Norris concert tapes. I'd like to hear what Fred plays when he goes on concert.
Absolutely. This is all original music from what I understand.
What is it, Fa-Fa-Fo-He?
I was going to explain to you what's on the Fred tape.
Yeah, what is on the Fred tape?
Basically, Fred does a lot of sort of raps in between songs.
I can't believe it because, you know, anyone who knows Fred from Mars on our show, and Fred's been here many, many years, and they know him to be the quietest member of the show, unless you pick on him and he explodes. You very rarely hear Fred speak.
What's really interesting...
And you know another thing, whenever you play a Fred song or something, Fred runs out of the room. See, now he's coming back. Now he's coming back.
Well, you know what's really interesting about the way Fred sounds on this? It almost reminds me of, remember on the old Dick Van Dyke show?
Yes.
When his brother would get drunk and become a different person. I mean, go to sleep and become a different person.
That was one of the best episodes. Dick Van Dyke, he would throw a bone to his brother Jerry Van Dyke and let him appear on the show 2 or 3 times a year. And the whole premise was Jerry Van Dyke was this shy guy. And whenever he drank...
No, I think it was he sleptwalked. Was that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he would fall asleep on the couch. And
they couldn't call it drinking. It probably was something that happened.
Yeah, right.
Drinking, but...
He fell asleep on the couch. Yeah, ironically, Dick Van Dyke having his own drinking problem, but he can't show it on TV. So anyway, his brother would fall asleep in the middle of a party, and all of a sudden wake up and be the life of the party and play the banjo. And they decided to get him on the Alan Brady show because he was so entertaining. The problem was when he went on the Alan Brady show, he wasn't sleeping and he sucked.
Well, that's what Fred is.
But it was funny to watch because you knew it wasn't such a great episode, but it was Dick throwing a bone to his brother Jerry.
Right.
My theory was, on this whole thing, that Dick Van Dyke got drunk in real life and told Jerry he could be on the show and then had to do something about it when he sobered up.
This is sort of how he felt.
Yeah. That's my beat on it, but who knows?
Well, it's just a different Fred. He's very animated.
Yeah?
And his voice is a little different. His voice has a little different. So these are the raps that lead into the song. Then there's a rap he does in the middle of a song.
So will we hear songs or just raps?
Well, then we hear a rap in the middle of a song. Then he introduces a song that he wrote for his girlfriend, and we play that song.
Oh.
And then,
I gotta hear that.
Right.
And then there's a song that we think, there's an argument going on, we think that he wrote for you, but we're not sure.
And
based on the rap, we'll have to figure it out.
Okay.
Never know. Figure out for yourself.
Is it complimentary?
I'm not sure.
Right.
You're not sure about anything. You're not sure who it's for, whether it's complimentary.
Does Fred do these songs in English, or are you just very dumb that you can't
No, he does them in English.
Okay.
They're Latvian songs.
Latvian drunk songs.
But Fred,
Fred, did you in fact write a song about me?
No, it wasn't a song about you. It was actually a song that, listen to.
You got to listen to the intro.
Because evidently Fred has gotten all motivated since Stuttering John got a record contract.
Is that what you think it is?
You've been writing all along, but you haven't been playing it for anyone. So now you went out.
Me, sure it did.
You did. He finally said, maybe I should get off my ass and do something.
It did work on you, because, John, I'll tell you something. Should I bring this up?
Sure, go ahead.
The one thing that John has said to me is that Fred has not said anything to him about his music.
Of course not. Fred's having a fit.
That's such a lie.
Fred is freaking out.
That is such a lie. John...
Because John went ahead and got himself an Atlantic...
That's great.
Fred probably doesn't like John's music, but it's the kind of thing where Fred still is like, oh my God, the guy went out. At least John went out and tried.
A record deal.
I handed it to him.
Yeah, he went out and he played at Atlantic Records. He auditioned and he got the record contract.
He kept out there.
Damn right.
The other thing I have to say about Fred that's very surprising is Fred, if you don't know him, Fred uses very salty language.
On stage?
Yes.
Oh, the blue Fred.
You can't use that.
The new Fred.
Evil Fred.
Evil Fred.
There you go. And that's the way I normally...
All right, let's listen to Fred. He's in concert. This took place where?
Unconscious.
Downtime.
Downtime, wherever that is.
Here in Manhattan.
Downtime, 30th Street, between 7th and 8th. I'll be back there June 18th.
Okay.
Just a little last-minute detail. Like what the hell we're going to do. Good evening.
Uh-oh. Because Fred does tend to be verbose when he starts talking.
I try to be brief.
All right.
Here we are. We've been called the Libertarians. Well, tonight, the Fred Norris Band.
They've been called the Libertarians?
Yeah.
That was the name of your band?
Well, what happened is we booked ourselves into a club before this under an anonymous name.
Oh,
and that's what the guy gave.
Like the Rolling Stones do before they go on tour.
Soft white underbelly voice.
Right.
You know.
Right. Fred, following in the tradition of the Stones and Blue Oyster Cult, booking himself under various names, warming up for the big gig.
That's it. Like anybody knows who the hell I am.
It gets progressively wilder, by the way.
All right.
A little song I wrote on the cab ride on the way down. I hope you enjoy it.
All right.
Okay.
Was that the Allman Brothers song?
One Way Out. Starts off with kind of a jungle beat, and then it kicks into the regular beat.
Okay. Now, what are we going to hear? Another rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually,
will we hear a song?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to try not to get too loud on, but we may lose a little control. A song about the ultimate loser in the world. Could be me, could be you, could be anybody.
It's probably Jacky.
A whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing. Now, you wrote this? Is this about Jacky?
It could be about anybody. Well, okay, it's about Jacky.
All right.
It's about a guy who's angry at everything.
A lot of hum.
Yeah, that's off the board.
I think the one where Fred Curses comes up right after this.
It was hot as hell up here, I tell you.
Fred Norris Band.
All right, what we got next on the settee here? Second. Little off.
Fred, a little technical pattern.
Let me ask you something. Did he stop down after each song?
I was not there. I do not know.
Well, Fred could answer. He was there.
Did you do a rap between every song?
I tried to do like a little something, a little intro. Nothing major.
Interesting.
Here's a song, Change of Pace, written by Hemingway. Ernest, but a long-lost cousin, Dave. Ernest wrote For Whom the Bell Tolls. And Dave wrote this tender little ditty called No Lady at All.
Now, what the hell's going on there? What's he talking about?
I guess there's a guy in the band. My guess is there's a guy named Dave Hemingway.
Oh, I see.
And I'm pointing at that moment, so it's very clear to anybody who's sitting there.
I see. It's a visual cue.
This is the guy.
Okay.
He wrote the song. His name is Hemingway. It's not Ernest. It's Dave. No damn lady at all.
Okay, now this is in the middle of a song. Fred breaks into a rap, sort of a Springsteen-ish rap.
Okay.
I'm good for at least 3 more times tonight. Don't you say anything. What do you mean you found somebody else? Who's going to give you what I can't give you? Love, affection, erection, protection, and any selection you may like.
Fred, you got all this memorized, or is it on a...
I'm just improvising.
Oh, really?
What's that? Erection?
Protection? Affection?
Yeah. I was
Seems like a black man.
I just started getting silly.
It's like the black sounding Fred.
The Rangers. Oh, that's great. Well, you.
That's the Fred I know.
There you go. That sounds like Back in the Office.
There you go. That's me.
Hey, Fred, can you help me write something here?
F you. F. You have what? Genital herpes.
What a rap is
So I
this?
guess it's going to look like Vesuvius in a couple of days from now.
I think he's doing Peter Wolf here. Like that kind of thing, right, Fred? Like one of those rap style.
I wasn't intentionally trying to do that.
No, but I was
I mean, what
it came out
happened in
that
this
way.
song?
It came out that way. No, it was about this guy. He wrote the song. It was about his first encounter of getting
laid.
Exactly. And
But
basically, it was a slut. And it's at the end of the song. It's like I'm talking about, like, hey, where you going? It's like, wasn't it a great night? Why don't we do it one more time? And she's telling him no. It's like, I've got some other things to do. And so he gets upset. He gets mad at her.
So why don't you
starts
say that?
insulting her.
I don't know what the hell you're talking
I think I was doing that.
You were?
I thought I was. Oh, yeah, that's what they call me, old crusty in the shorts.
Trusty in the shorts?
I'm gonna tell you she was ready.
That's the cryptic Black Fred. That's Black Fred coming through.
Yeah, now, I think this one coming up, Howard, if I believe, is the one that he
I
wrote.
made up the last part. He never got a social disease, so he's cool.
Fred's as confusing on stage as he is in here.
You know what? I'm glad to see that it persists. out in the world.
Yeah, it's not like it's just us.
Well, you're easily confused.
Fred's is confusing on stage.
Otherwise they think it was an imposter.
Yeah.
They know it's him.
See, you guys are trying to say, oh, this is Peter. I think it's Jacky's influence.
Really? I don't know.
How Jacky tells a story, and you don't know where he's beginning, and the end is a totally different place than you thought you were headed.
Fred, don't tell me Jacky's influencing you.
Yes, he is. As a matter of fact, he's my mentor.
Don't worry about it. I think this is the song that
Fred wrote for his girlfriend.
Oh, here's the one he wrote for his girlfriend.
Okay,
All right, this is romantic. I'd like to hear a little of the song.
Well, you're going to hear everything.
All right.
The rap, and I think this is it.
All right, this is a love song to Fred's girlfriend, the Princess
Now,
Nora.
is she in the audience?
Yes, she is.
Of course. What is she wearing?
She's wearing a little striped top, very enhancing.
All right.
You're saying, of course. She could have been working.
That's right. Fred makes her work as a waitress.
As a matter of fact, she was working there at night.
Do you look at her as you sing, or?
I started looking at her as I was singing, then I had to look at my guitar to make sure I was playing the right note.
All right.
But then she had to deliver some more drinks and he lost.
Yeah, the crinkle-cut fries.
That's it.
All right, here's a little song. It's about as close to reality as I can possibly get.
We'll laugh.
There's a girlfriend I had once.
Oh,
Not
one.
necessarily you.
Oh, this is a different rap.
That drove me absolutely crazy.
What girlfriend was this? I've known you for 20 years.
And
You
wait a
haven't had
second, if you listen, this girlfriend happened sometime within the last 10 years, or about 10 years ago.
Was it that black girl like you in Washington?
No. You know who this is?
Who?
Remember that girl he went to visit?
Right.
Oh, you still going on that story?
It's an old song. What can I say?
This was like 20 years ago.
Well, hey, you're still talking about high school, aren't we?
Well, I've been married for 20 years. That's the only sexual experiences I had. I have an excuse.
I see. We can't.
You were single.
We can't draw on history to write a song.
This was like Fred's big trauma.
And I certainly wouldn't call her a girlfriend.
No, he knew a girl in high school at a place in Florida.
College.
Okay, in college. In that stupid hillbilly college he went to.
There you go.
He went to the worst college. What was the name of it? Hartford College?
Hillbilly U.
Hillbilly University.
Bug Tussle.
What's the name of that school you went
Bug
to?
Tussle Tech.
Come on, really, what is it?
Western Connecticut University.
It's now a university.
Yeah, Western Connecticut University.
In Danbury.
I met Fred. He was going to Western Connecticut University during the day and working overnights at the radio station I met him at. And Fred, I said to him, why are you bothering with college? I mean, it's Western Connecticut University.
Well, it kind of got me into radio. They had
radio, you majored in lawnmowers.
No. You had to tell.
Got him in radio. So anyway, so I said, Fred, you're wasting your time. No one's going to be impressed with that credential. Well, he graduated.
It was something to do.
Yeah, just like this show.
Got your attention.
Just like this show. Something to do. Anyway. So Fred says to me one day, and now I've known Fred for years. He's working with us in Washington, and Fred would just disappear. But this was like, when did this happen? Did this happen in Washington?
This was New York.
This was in New York already.
Yeah.
So, and Fred, for years and years and years, I've known him now, and I never seen him with any girls. And I was convinced he was homosexual. And I still am, by the way. And
kiss me.
No, I think there might be something gay about you.
You think?
Yeah.
I think there's something gay about you, too.
Yeah, okay, good.
I do.
Yeah, like I've shown any evidence of that.
Oh, so Rock Hudson didn't get married like once or twice.
Yeah, I've been 20-year commitment here.
Big deal. A lot of guys get married and have kids.
All right, whatever. So, the thing is, Fred never talks about it, never seen him with a girl. There were tons of girls thrown. After all, he was working in radio alongside with me.
Remember that every night at NBC, there was this whole group of girls who would
waiting
get around
for
and
Fred.
make phone calls.
Yeah,
they all argued about who Fred liked more and who was interested in Fred more.
Yeah. And Fred's no prize, but, because he worked on a hit radio show, he was getting some action.
And you were taken.
And I'd say, dude.
I would have loved to have dated each and every one of them, but I worked with them.
Yeah, so he goes to me, I have a rule. I'm working with them, and it wouldn't be right. And I'm like, oh, dude, you haven't gotten laid in 7 years. I think the rules go out the window.
Interns.
I have a rule. When I get really horny, all my rules go out the window.
Right. So anyway, but let's face it, a regular guy would just have sex with somebody. So Fred wasn't having sex. So all of a sudden, he mysteriously says to me, I'm going to Florida. I know there's a girl. She was my friend or something. I don't know. And he thinks, I said, oh, you think you can get something over? I don't know. Make a long story short, he comes back. He's all bummed out. He goes there. She's hardly talking to him for the week. I even said to him, you should just come visit me in Florida. I was in Florida at the same time. She hardly talked to him. And then what did she say? She went lesbian?
She went lesbian and she started karate.
And she wouldn't even talk to Fred.
Well, how did he get an invite? I don't even understand.
And not only did the girl ignore him for the whole week and not talk to him.
Robin, I swear, the week before, it was like everything was cool. Can't wait to see you. I really want to see you. It's like da-da-da-da-da. I get down there and it's like, have I got the plague? What the hell just happened?
Yeah, and meanwhile, she wouldn't talk to Fred. So Fred, instead of leaving,
Oh, what
He
a
decides, hey, I had planned a week here. I'm staying a week.
Actually, you know what it was? I was
stayed the
smart.
week.
I know, I was smart. It's like I only booked like 3 days because I didn't know how it was going to work out.
Right.
Because I hadn't seen her in quite a while. I said, well, you never know when you don't.
All right. So you wrote a song about this?
Yeah.
You never told me that.
No, what can I say?
All I know is Fred didn't get laid. The girl went lesbian on him.
And joined karate.
You enjoyed karate. And that's what we heard about, and that was the end of it. He never talked about it again.
Went into a song.
And I had a choice. He could either throw her out the window, throw myself out the window, or write a song. So I chose the
I'm
third.
sure he's built this into a whole big
Yeah,
romantic
listen
thing.
to this. He wasn't even with her.
Yeah.
I could have thrown her out the window.
He never even nailed her.
He had to go get on a plane to go throw her out the window.
Fred, at what point were you going to throw yourself out a window?
When I got there.
You can imagine Fred. What a great visual. Fred throwing himself out a window.
What part of Florida?
This was Tampa.
Sarasota.
Yeah.
Oh, he was really
She can't be
close.
Yeah, he was like close by. I said, Fred, you know where I am. You could have called me and just come over and
You
come
wouldn't
with
have
me.
wanted to know me at that point.
Oh, please.
You really want to know me now, but you definitely wouldn't have known.
I don't want to know you now, and I don't want to know you then.
He actually did want to know you then.
Yeah.
Hope I made the right choice.
I want to know you now. I still don't know you. I've been working with you for a long time.
It's called After the Fall.
After the fall. Oh, boy. After the falling out the window.
So now this is a song I think that.
All right, we're gonna.
When am I ever going to hear a song?
This is
Coming
the
up,
song.
coming up.
All right.
Is this the one?
We pulled 2 songs.
Now, this is the song to his present girlfriend?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Can I drop things back a little bit?
For real.
It's a song I wrote, I don't know, 10 years ago. Thought I was doing somebody a favor. Turns out I wasn't. They're married, they have kids now. And what did I know? It's called Let It Go.
What's he talking about? Fred, all these experiences from a guy who lived in his apartment and never
He
left.
didn't go anywhere. What, 10 years ago?
10 years ago, you didn't leave your apartment. 10 years ago, you should have been writing about how you hid in your apartment while NBC tried to serve you with a subpoena.
That's in the next batch of songs.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Was this the girl?
I know who this girl is.
Which one?
No, you don't.
Why don't you write 10 years ago, if you're going to write about your experiences, why don't you write about how you wouldn't leave my apartment and you would just eat hot dogs?
Oh, there you go.
And even though girls wanted you, you wouldn't have them.
Yeah, why don't you write a song about the blanket you put on your wall because you weren't getting window shades and your mom wouldn't make them for you? What kind of... Suddenly he has a life.
Why don't you write a song about your first bank account?
Yeah, well, we had to take you to the bank because you never used one.
Well, I don't know if people really want to hear those.
I do.
Okay, I'll write them just for you guys.
Write about reality.
You know that there was. Well,
You know when your songs are going to be great? When you write about your fears. Fred's afraid to do anything.
They never found the body, right, John?
I want to hear a song, damn it.
it's coming. It's coming.
I swear he didn't do anything.
Getting a little...
I want to know who all these girls are.
I want to know what that last introduction meant.
This song is very much.
I don't know. You know what it is? You'll never know.
Did you ever see a girl? Where did all these girls come from?
People I know, Robin.
If you
don't know.
walked past Fred, you were his girlfriend.
And I asked
Robin, who said she was my girlfriend?
What was
I
the
ask
last
a
song about? That one that you just said?
Basically, what it was, it's a story. If you listen to the song,
You knew a
the
couple.
lyrics reveal the story.
You knew a couple?
I knew a couple. And
When did that happen?
no, this was back in college.
Okay.
And these two people were going up for the longest time.
Oh.
And what happened was this girl, he broke up with this girl. She called me on the phone, putting me in an uncomfortable position, like, could I get back with him? Could I get back with him? It's like, and how do you say, forget it, this guy is history.
She was just asking your advice.
I know.
Uncomfortable position.
That means she liked him.
Right.
Not necessarily.
Which fits my personality.
I never know what Fred's talking about.
And we're going to try and do this slow, because otherwise it sounds you're on Ben Street if you do it a little too fast. So I got to count this out the right way, otherwise they'll send me back to remedial count-off school.
What's he talking about?
Right.
Fred, I love you, but I never know what you're talking about. All right, now we're rocking. When am I going to hear a song?
On a really awful freaking day. I know it's hard.
I'll tell you what.
All right,
Let
I'll cue
me
it up
take
for
a
you.
commercial
And
break.
go find a song.
Yeah, all I'm hearing is Fred talking. I'm getting more confused.
Great, though.
It's great,
It
but
is great.
you go. I got time to interpret that. I got things to get to.
Going through the mind of Fred is
Let's
just
get-
a fascinating
There you go.
journey.
Getting old to me, man.
There you go. And if they come on June 18th, same place, it'll be great.
All right, let me take a break and figure out what Fred is.
With the Howard Stern Show.
Malika was supposed to be here at 7:30. She just showed up.
What time is it?
8:45, but I do want to hear one Fred Norris song before I bring her in.
I would like to hear Fred's music.
Yeah. And Amy Lynn is out there in the hall with her. Amy Lynn, the stripper.
Chasing her daughter.
Chasing her daughter. I got to tell you something. I walk out. Amy Lynn is a vision in a tight tube top with a little, like, flowery dress. Tan, skinny legs, beautiful little, like, this the right shoes that girls wear who want to attract guys. And the
long, blonde, flowing hair.
And then her daughter walks out, and she's running around the hall, and boy, if I didn't go limp. You know, it's just really hard to look at a woman sexually while she's holding her baby. Man, that sucks.
It sucks.
I mean, really.
Hey, that's being a woman.
Amy's teaching her how to strip. That's the whole thing there. Do you remember you were saying what's the connection between Amy and Malika?
Yeah.
Amy's like her instructor.
Oh, her what do you call that? Malika's her protege?
Yeah.
Amy
effigy.
Amy helped her get booked into Amy helped her get this booking.
All right. I think Amy's kid holds the clothes while they both take their clothes off.
And loads the film.
Loads the film
for the pictures. Anyway, do you want to hear the Fred Norris song now, or
yes,
or you want to bring in Malika and Amy?
Don't.
We can do it tomorrow.
Fred's song?
Yeah.
Or Malika?
No, Fred.
Okay.